It's 8 p.m. and we are actually adventuring. Normally we're asleep by this time.
Taking you to Crispy Town.
We're gonna check out this noodle street.
Check out Noodle Street. I'm gonna check out seafoods.
Okay, sounds good. Good morning. It is 9 a.m. I'm about to go out to the barn in a couple minutes, but I'm just packing up my bag. Last night we went into that seafood city place. If you live in Winnipeg or you're visiting Winnipeg, you have to go. It's like you're not even in North America. It was the coolest store ever. There was so much seafood everywhere, and I can't even express how cool that store was. I should have taken videos, but I don't know, I just didn't feel like it. Anyway, off to the barn in just a minute. Before I went out this morning, I cleaned up the house a bit, dusted off some surfaces. I live in the country, so it was definitely needed. I should show you what I'm putting in my bag. I just put ginger chews in. I went to the dentist yesterday and my mouth is still a little bit sore. So the ginger chews are so good for inflammation. And then I have water with, what is it, BCAA, so BCAAs, I guess people call it. And then I have some chia seed for the horses, and bought some new absorbing. So that's coming out to the barn. Oh, I'm gonna have to, this wrap just got cleaned, so I gotta wrap that up. But yeah, it's really nice to start off the day. Like, I like riding the horses after they've had like a little bit to eat in their bellies. And so I try to go out to the barn at either 9 or 10, and I'll like do all the paperwork or organizing or whatever I need to do in the morning first, so that they have a chance to eat and chill out in their paddocks before I go and get them, because otherwise I don't think they'd be very happy. Yeah, so that's the day today. It is glorious outside. It's really pretty. So, and because it's cooled off last night, none of their tails are going, so I think the bugs are way down. It's just going to be so much fun. My adrenals are getting better. So I'm starting to, I don't know, just look forward to getting back in the saddle. Just, oh my goodness, when you reach this age, ay. But I'll talk more about that in another video. Anyway, before I go out, I really wanted to list a horse for sale today, but it's so nice out. But I know if I go out and I don't list that horse for sale first, it would be on my mind. So I'm just gonna get that small amount of paperwork done. I think I actually even wrote up the ad, and she's a really nice horse, so the ad writes itself. And then I can spend all day outside. Today is Friday, so I don't have any schedule whatsoever, so I can just play. I can take breaks. I can sit with my horse outside while they eat grass. Yeah. I set up my schedule so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is just like complete freedom, and I just love it. Like, I can just connect with the horse a whole bunch more because I'm not in a rush to, like, I have a lesson at this time, so I gotta like hurry up and get this done. Yeah, no, I can take my time with every horse and truly enjoy myself. So anyway, that's what's up for today on my way outside. It's quite windy out. I'm not sure if this video is going to be any good. Cams and I are walking around the arena just before I get on. I'm so happy. Justin and I, just before I left the house, Justin came in the house and we found solutions to 2 problems that were bothering us. I can't even tell you how happy I am. One of the problems is shavings are becoming harder and harder to find. I think it has to do actually with the US tariffs, because Canada is just shipping less out. So the shavings company that we get shavings from, they're actually pallets. Or like when they make pallets, it's the shavings is a byproduct, and they're just making less pallets. Anyway, we found a supplier relatively close by where we can pick up shavings that are actually, I think, better. They're not dusty, but they're finer particles that just absorb a bit more. So we might have a better product of shavings, plus they might just be a bunch cheaper, like maybe even close to half price cheaper. That's huge. That's huge when you're talking profit margins in a stable. So that was the exciting news that happened this morning. This is what I mean when you own a facility. Sometimes you just get like dragged out of the saddle. So for myself, I'm gonna try to just have 2 horses to ride because I do really enjoy riding the facility part. It makes me happy designing courses and setting up courses, and maybe not so much doing all the accounting because that's quite a bit of work, but the actual running of the facility part I actually do enjoy. But yeah, way too many horses. I'm gonna figure that stuff out soon. Anyway, gonna ride this guy, see where he's at. I might take him outside in a minute depending on how he is. He looks pretty chill right now. But it's really windy outside, so I won't be able to vlog with audio, that's for sure. Yeah. Mr. Hamster was amazing. He was so good. I can't even tell you how happy I am that rehab stuff is working. We were able to do some walk trot today, and he was like wanting to go forward. He wasn't getting like super sticky from the walk to the trot. Yeah, just, it can be so frustrating when you have horse injuries. Your mental state goes like to weird places of like, this is never gonna get better. And then when it does get better, you're like, oh yeah, see, you like freaked out over nothing. Anybody? Well, I'm going to groom him, and then what? Maybe do his feet with some oil again, put him back outside, and grab the next one. Set the timer on my watch. Oops. Give him probably a 15-minute massage. So I hear that first goes in my eyes. He hasn't, well, he's been off work for a bit, so he kind of lost a bit of his muscle. But he didn't really have very much because we gelded him and he was on rest for a little bit, just like stallion stuff we needed to work out. But yeah, okay, so 15 minutes. And this is why I really want to reduce the number of horses that I have in a day, because like 15 minutes per horse definitely adds up, but it's something that I really want to do. Yeah, I'd love to get some sort of, I think it's PEMF blanket, the electromagnetic pulse blanket. I'd love something big scale like that. But for now, we're just gonna do the handheld one. It's pretty effective. It really releases the myofascia. Yeah. All right, so actually somebody just arrived, so I think what I'm gonna do, I did 12 minutes of massage, but I'm gonna try and ride outdoors with the person who just showed up. That should be a lot of fun. I ride by myself so often, it's so much fun when I get to ride with other people. Mr. Compass and I went and had an amazing ride out back. It was so much fun. It was very windy though, so like he was a perfect gentleman, but I definitely was aware that there was wind. My adrenals actually were totally fine, basically normal for a windy day outside, and it's a little bit cool, but like I think I was just alert, you know, like as you should be, because jumps could have blown down or anything like that. So we rode outside, had so much fun, just lightly. And then, you know what? I really just wanted to test and see, where are you going? I really just wanted to test and see where I was at. So I came in and had a little jump school. Let me show you. Like slow trotted that a couple of times, I think like 3 times. And then I slow cantered it. And then I went up into a competition step and cantered it. And okay, so I mean, that's tiny. I could literally walk over it. But a couple days ago, there's no way I could have been able to do that. Like I could barely trot for some reason. Like I said, fear is not logical. But day 3 of fixing it, and I mean, I'm just so happy. I do believe also one of the biggest things, if I was to give anybody advice, is just go slow and go at your own pace, and don't go at anybody else's pace when you're fixing stuff like this. I can't even tell you. Like, if you were inside my body, you'd be like, how did you even ride? Like, it just 12 out of 10 of fear. And I was just celebrating that, you know what? You went to the barn, you tacked up a horse, and you got on. And you proved to your brain, like, you can ride around and not be perfect. And I had a fear of making a mistake for some reason. It's not usually a fear I have. But you know, when I did make mistakes, it was like, you didn't die. You're fine. And so then my brain was like, whoa, okay, well, that just proved that there was nothing to fear, like making mistakes. I'm totally fine if I make a mistake. So then, I mean, that led to this ride where I actually rode outside, and I should go outside and show you how windy it is. Like, it's windy. And he was so good. But the other thing too was I felt like my muscle strength is already starting to come back, whether mentally I'm getting more in the game or physically or both. I'm thrilled. So I'm really glad that I'm fixing my insides and it's starting to show in my riding.